I'm dropping weeping. Weeping wood. Weeping. How do you get? I get one. Oh, okay. We need a gun, so I'm looking. Perfect. This will get the job done. It does not subtract from that. That's good to know. I have to kill a dinosaur. I don't want to do this, but I have to kill something like a bird that I want to hunt. I do not want to kill you, but since I'm 100, is that dinosaur? Let me check. It's a wolf. Exactly what I want to kill. Exactly what I want to kill. Come here, little boo. I'm gonna switch you out. You. Where are the dinos? Dino. I want to. Really want to dino, 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 dino. Dino, 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 dino. Dino, 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 dino. Dino, 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 dino. Dino, 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 dino. Mm, 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 mm. Dino, 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 dino. Dino, dino, dino. Where's the dinos? Dino, 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 dino. Only a dino. Where's the dinos? Are the dinos gonna die? Dinos, 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 dinos. Is that one? Those are eggs, so dinos must be near here. Dinos, 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 dinos. Dinos, 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 dinos. Dino, 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 dino. I'm going to loot drop, I guess. And hopefully, Dino comes by soon. Oh, somebody already got it. I'm going over there. The Weeping Woods, I'm going back, buddy. I'm coming to you, dinos.
Raptor boys exist. Oh, the law? That's not a raptor though. You're dead.
How to tame raptors, Fortnite. So, DL part of Weeping Woods. Boys, we're dropping. I'm getting those arena points up. Wanna tame those dinosaurs. 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 Tame those dinosaurs. Tame those dinosaurs. Wanna tame those dinosaurs. Wanna tame. Wanna tame those dinosaurs. Wanna dinosaurs. Wanna tame those dinosaurs. 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 The top of the toppity top. Ooh, that hurt. I should have planned that better. I knew I was gonna fall to my death there, probably. So I should have planned that better. Me a medkit now. Reasons. Please tell me there's like something, a medkit is nearby. That we really need something to keep medkit. Some raw medkit. Like them raw. I like my medkits raw. I like them raw and strong raw. I like my medkits raw. I like them nice and strong. I like them nice and raw. That's where I'm going next. Just gonna find boars. Boars. Find boars. Unless I can kill you, which would be. This would probably be a mistake for reasons. I'm going. Yeah, I'm dead. I am dead. Don't shoot at him.
Rift Fortnite has been trending on Twitter for days now, and while I really like Season 6, it's time to look at things that players don't like so we give Epic Games a chance to make the season. If you're going for like in the next 5 seconds, do with the dinosaur update in 4. Make sure you like and subscribe in the next 4. In fact, I think it's safe to say it's our first update of Fortnite Season 6, and with it comes Raptors, the new egg launcher with bouncy eggs, huge shotgun changes, and more. Let's cover everything in the new Fortnite update, starting with new weapons and map changes. So this update is both preparation for the Easter weekend and a huge patch for weapon changes and new features. For starters, the most important and interesting addition of Fortnite this update has to be the new raptors. After years and years, we have dinosaurs on the island now, and they are wild velociraptors. These things can be found randomly around the map, and they were originally leaked to only spawn in forests, yet we spotted raptors pretty much all over the place, like in the middle of the road. Now, sometimes they're on their own, and sometimes you can find them in packs, but unfortunately, the raptors are not rideable. That was the question on all of our minds, but you can tame them instead, sort of. Right now, they are super buggy, and if you try to tame one, it will just ignore you, eat your meat, and then kill you. Not to mention, they are really, really fast and take way more bullets to kill than a boar or a chicken. They just hatch from their eggs, so it's very possible that they will actually grow and get bigger over the season, which would be really cool. And speaking of things happening over the season, we've got the next seasonal event happening with this update. The main attraction of the patch is Spring Breakout, the name of this year's Fortnite Easter event. Spring Breakout starts today, and more stuff is going to be added over the next week, starting tomorrow. On April 1st, we're getting legendary quests relating to Easter, where you can earn a new pickaxe. And according to that blog post, we'll also be getting 2 new items in the loot pool starting tomorrow. The egg launcher is returning in line with that Easter tradition, and we don't know if you'll have to get it from an NPC or if it'll just spawn in chests around the map, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. There's also going to be a brand new consumable that's going to be available around the island, and these are called bounty eggs. When you eat them, they're actually going to give you a jump boost, spice things up. As for other things coming very soon, a Webster NPC is around the corner, and it's going to give those legendary quests for the Easter event. We're also probably going to be able to buy the egg launcher from him, but once again, it's not confirmed. And speaking of NPCs receiving changes, Deadshot now has a new house near him, just northwest of Lazy Lake. If you recognize it, it's because this was actually the same house you could find Deadshot in last season. This place from the desert has returned to the island, and on the topic of map changes, we've got quite a few. To begin, the primal area on the island is actually now brighter, and could be a hint that we'll see it change drastically in the next few weeks. And if we head over to the spire in the middle of the map, you can now see that there are now crystals around it. There are 2 explanations for these crystals, and it's either going to be for a future challenge, or it might actually be story related. I guess we'll have to find out. But there is something interesting with these crystals over at Colossal Crops. If you head near the Raz NPC, you could actually find a new audio device on the map. Interact with this device, and it plays a very creepy audio of John Jones. Take a listen. So yeah, it looks like John Jones being stuck in the loop is getting to him. What is this crystal song? I guess only time will tell, but it sure seems like the map is evolving. Not just the crystals, but even over at Pleasant Park too. You can see that some weird barriers and fortifications are being built in the area, and it could be for the Webster NPC, but thanks to leaks, it could mean a lot more. We'll get into that in a second, but we've got to talk about the most requested change in Season 6 to date. The shotguns in the loot pool have actually received some huge changes, something that the community has been very vocal about. To begin, the Primal Shotgun has gotten a huge nerf. It no longer spams, and the fire rate is lower both for hip firing and aiming down sights. This was a much-needed change for the meta, and a ton of people are bound to be very happy about this, but it's not all because the makeshift shotgun has gotten a buff. We all hated the fact that this thing has only had 2 bullets in the magazine, so Epic actually increased it to 3. It also has a faster fire rate and reload time, making it way more feasible to pick up. Crafting has also received a buff, as you can now find mechanical parts and animal bones around the island as floor loot. This is going to be an awesome change for crafting that'll make it feel way less grindy. But now it's time to get into the juicy stuff, starting with leaks. So we're getting a new gun soon, and you might have already spotted this thing in the Battle Pass trailer if you had a keen eye. This is the Recycler, and files have finally been added to the game this update. Because of this, we now know exactly how the gun works and its stats, and it's really exciting. Let's get into it. The Recycler is going to come in 3 rarities, blue, purple, and gold. It's going to have a reload time of 2 seconds, which is pretty long, and do between 75 and 83 damage per hit. Originally, we thought that the Recycler was going to use materials as ammunition, and while we were close, it's even cooler than that. According to leaks, the Recycler will actually suck up builds and then spit them back out as projectiles. So it's pretty much a vacuum that uses objects as ammo and then fires it back out. Sounds awesome. Can't wait to get my hands on it. Now, we mentioned earlier that Pleasant Park's new border could mean something, and here's why. There's a visual glitch that's happening to some people that actually shows Pleasant Park turning slightly orange, and paired with the construction and the fact that it's on the border of the primal area, this could be evidence that the island is changing. It's very possible that the primal boundary is about to expand, and soon the whole map could be engulfed. Which would be pretty cool, but let's be honest here, we're all way more excited about something else. Talking about the man himself, Peter Griffin. Last season, we got a leak in the files of Peter Griffin versus Chicken, and it was pretty much complete confirmation that a Family Guy crossover was coming. Well, nothing ever came of it until now. In this update, the set where we found the Family Guy files has been updated, and now it has a pickaxe in it. This pickaxe has a television cartoon effect on it, and it seems like even more evidence that Peter Griffin is indeed arriving on the island further down the road. I don't know, man. I cannot wait to see this crossover come to life. But moving on, we have to talk about another weapon on the horizon, and it's the new bow. Yes, the grappler bow is still on the way, but now we have leaks of the upcoming unstable bow that's going to be sold by Rebirth Raven in the future. We now know that it's going to have some kind of glitch effect on it, and these are the leaked sounds. As you can tell, it's going to be a very unique weapon at that, but before we finish off, this update has some pretty amazing new skins, and I can't wait to cop them. There's an upcoming bundle known as the Cyber Infiltration Pack, and it's going to bring 3 new anime-style skins to the game. They are Megumi, who looks like an anime Jules, Chugusa, and Yuki. And I'm sure I butchered their names or pronounced them wrong or whatever. I'm really tired, but these skins look awesome, and it's going to be part of the same pack, okay? Then we also found out that Epic is working on a skin for the IO guards known as the IO Trooper outfit. We don't know when this will arrive or even if it'll get finished, but the description is Elite Commander of the Imagined Order, so it might be a special version of an IO guard. We'll have to see. Then to finish off, we have the Bunny Bundle, Webster, and Meg outfits, and then the Dutch skin. These will be the Easter themed skins for this year, and you can cop them in the item shop with code G5G. But now, despite all the leaks being out of the way, there is still some amazing stuff in this update that not many people have been talking about. In fact, the rest of the video paves the way for the next 2 weeks of Fortnite. You're gonna want to watch until the end. Let's end with buying levels. Epic has added some super tiers into the Battle Pass. You'll be able to get Chromium, Runic, and Golden variants of the top 3 Battle Pass skins, Piranha, Raz, and Spire Assassin. They look great and are definitely storyline related, but we don't know how yet. And on the topic of levels, there's a new option in the game settings to either show or hide your current season level in the kill feed. You know the number next to your name when you can get a kill or get eliminated? Yeah, now you can toggle it on and off. And if you've been on that grind, you probably know about how annoying the storm is. In Season 6, the bug is making it really bright and hard to see when you're in it, but luckily Epic has fixed the storm on console, so you shouldn't be seeing it anymore. Jones with Piranha and Raz inside some kind of cave. Been looking up and seeing statues of Fishstick, Dynamo, and Master Key, and Fishstick is holding the FNCS pickaxe. It kind of looks like a nod to Mongrel and Benji Fish, but it also could be a hint at Mitro, so no way to tell. And the mystery continues with our next item, because a new hidden reward was added this update, and it's gonna be a toy. I'm just gonna throw a theory out there and guess that this is probably gonna be a football or a soccer ball, and will be part of the Neymar Jr. skin later. It makes sense and would explain a mystery toy in the Battle Pass this season. And for our final additions, we have some new changes to Creative, including new devices that are absolutely game-changing. If you love Creative, these are huge for both players and map makers. There's a new heal power-up device that can change a person's health or shield at any moment, and then there's also a save point device. The save point device works just like it says, where you can save someone's progress at any moment, including their health, spawn point, and more. It's gonna be huge for when you're in the middle of a map, but have to go. We can finally save our progress now. But that's it for today's Fortnite update. Make sure to click on screen right now to check out our next video. This has been Tommy, and you're watching Top 5 Gaming. Alright, we're checking out the only game where simple is code word. Okay, loot llamas are one of the most overpowered finds in Fortnite, and some people don't know, if you change a couple settings, you can find them like this. Yeah, these are 10 Fortnite mistakes only noobs make, and how to fix them. We'll teach you the llama trick later in the video, but our first new mistake talks about rotating. Number 10, fastest rotation trick. Noobs like me usually have a pretty hard time with rotating. Not all of us can think of some master plan to escape the storm, especially if it's a triathlon away. I usually just pull out my snowy flopper and try to ice skate to the zone. Whee! But it never works! I just end up penguin sliding down a mountain into the storm. And that's why pros learn a lot about rotating, and this trick is one of the best out there in Season 5. Of course, pros know that a snowy flopper is more than just like a quick white heal. It's also the best rotation tool in Season 5. If the zone is far away, they'll simply build a ramp, pop their snowy flopper, and then build backwards ramps down to gain some insane speed. Combining this with some peppers and then an impulse grenade could let you go over 250 meters in 14 seconds. I mean, the storm isn't even close to being a problem for these guys. They got bigger problems to worry about, like our next mistake at number 9, Harpoon Shockwave Combo. You've heard the saying, if you give a dog a bone, but if you give a noob a harpoon, well, then you're in for a real treat. The harpoon. It's so easy to just spam builds. People call it cheap, but it breaks builds in one shot. The beauty of the harpoon is that it's so random that even sweats will freeze up when they get hooked. Not because they're afraid, but because you literally just pulled the rug out from underneath them. Okay, well, a pro would see noobs doing this and shake their head. Instead, we know just how versatile harpoon guns secretly are and never waste our chance with one. Especially because of a secret trick that leads to a guaranteed kill every single time. So, a pro will shockwave themselves into the air and then quickly use their harpoon gun to pull the enemy up with them and get an easy elimination. It is so uncounterable and it's just so satisfying. You gotta try it. And the secret tricks don't end there with number 8, the dually tricks. In Season 5, us noobs adore the exotic weapons, and we end up with no gold every game because that's all we spend it on. Now, that may seem unepic, but once I get my hands on an exotic, I really want to stop. Even if we usually rush the first person we find and lose it after getting eliminated almost immediately. Whoops. Of course, a pro, and really anyone with common sense would know that not every single exotic weapon is a winner. Although the noobs aren't entirely wrong on this one, there are a couple of exotic weapons that can give some huge advantages. And one of those is the dualies. Right now, these things currently have the most abilities of all the exotics. Like, not only do these things have an anti-gravity effect that makes you move faster, but you can even use them to avoid fall damage from literally any height. Pros also quickly learn that combining these with the shockwaves make for some literally insane plays that send you flying. But now let's move on to number 7. Sand tunneling trick. Okay, us noobs can be pretty attached to sand tunneling since Epic added it back to the game. I've been using this feature non-stop. I mean, it takes 3 AR shots to get us out of the ball. You think I'm not gonna camp? Well, that is where you're wrong, sir, because I will be burrowing my way to the closest third party. Yeah, respect the mohill. Well, a pro wouldn't waste any of their time doing that. In fact, they don't really waste their time spraying people under the sand. People, you gotta play it tactically. If you see someone in a sand tunnel, they'll just use a harpoon gun or a sniper rifle to get them out of that thing instantly. Not only do these two things pop people out of the sand, but they also even do damage to them. Like I said, a quick snipe or harpoon will take even the most annoying noobs out of the sand. And if you want to keep these sneaky tricks up, wait for number 6, instantly find players trick. One problem I have with Fortnite as a professional noob is that it's really hard to find people because all they do is play the outskirts of the map and rotate. So we came up with our own trick. We will use a Riftfish and stay in the air until someone shoots at us. Then we dive down, AR spam them, and hope for the best. It works flawlessly. Well, sometimes. Yeah, that's not a good idea, noobs. Sure, using a Riftfish is a good idea. You're a step in the right direction. Although a pro would use the Riftfish in combination with another fish for an insane hidden trick. Listen to this. Eat a thermal fish right before eating the Riftfish, and it will give a huge thermal vision over the entire map. So while you're gliding around, it's super easy to spot players as little orange dots. It's one of the coolest tricks out there right now and a great way to find players quickly. But for some nostalgia, you're probably going to want to hear about number 5. Double pump trick. Look, us noobs haven't been playing Fortnite very long. In fact, I've never heard of a quote-unquote double pump. First I've heard of it. If you're talking shotguns, you must be sorely mistaken for the TAC. Oh, no? Oh, yes! We as noobs exclusively spam the TAC for some juicy elims. On AI, that is. That we don't actually kill real players. Believe it or not, the double pump was real, and most of us know that, even if newer noobs to the game haven't heard of it. If you didn't know, it's basically when you bypass the dreaded shotgun delay and it gives you some huge damage. And it's more than just real, it's fact. We mentioned earlier that pros know exactly which exotic weapons to use for an advantage, and that's still true for this trick. Pros know that the new exotic double barrel shotgun can actually be combined with any other shotgun in the game for an easy double pump. So if you get your hands on the new double barrel, you can't miss the opportunity to double pump. It's super fun, OP, and probably will get you some extra wins. But now, for number 4, the secret boat rocket trick. Us noobs love boats. I mean, love. We can just spam unlimited rockets on those things, and sometimes I'll even just get in a boat from the second I land on the island. It's fun to rocket people around me from the get-go, and third party from so far away you don't even know where the missile came from, even if I do get sniped. Well, pros are aware of a super secret OP trick that makes boats even more effective than they currently are. You noobs are going to absolutely love this because there's an unlimited rocket trick that lets you fire rockets with no cooldown. To do this, just jump in a boat and fire the rocket. And as soon as you fire the rocket, jump out of the boat and back in. And then you just fire another rocket instantly. I don't know why, but it breaks the cooldown of the boat and lets you spam the heck out of people. You now have yourself a noob's wet dream. But now a classic noob mistake is number 3, the 0-point box bling trick.
The 0-point shards are some of the noob's favorite things to use in the desert. We made the most of them when sand tunneling was disabled, and they are phenomenal. We usually just pop a shard and start zipping around wherever we can. It makes us harder to hit.
We're streaming, right? Stream.